Hi, I thought I'd do a vid. I've just woken up. Fuck, I'm exhausted. I can't believe what's happened. It's just, it's exhausting me. It's 6 o'clock. Sleep since 4 or something. Oh my God, Father. I'm having a beer. I'm going to have 2 bottles. I just put one in. It's going to be hot, but who gives a shit? Uh, well, Raf's back, and I think she's okay. Uh, oh boy, I could kill her at times. Um, I have to try and figure out what the fuck's going on inside her head. She can't do this to a boyfriend. You know, it's just, well, she can't do it to herself either. But I said to her today, no, no, it's just enough's enough. We've got to start doing something. You can't just keep doing this. No, I really think feminism is just, and the way we treat women, it's just tripping over backwards. It's no good for anybody. It's time to sort of, you can just see what you can't just do anything you want. Blokes can't do anything they want. Women can't do anything they want. I don't think we should be, under that much control. But oh, for God's sake, it's just. I'm sure it's cultural Marxism or something. It doesn't even feel right anymore. It's just crazy. And I'm looking at what's happening with her. It's no good for her. So I sort of went off a bit and just said, no, come on, get rid of the weight, like, it's, I just said, look, what's wrong with, losing the weight, getting a boob job? They can afford it. And she said, well, what's wrong with my boobs? I said, they're tiny. She said, oh, I'll get a complex. So, don't be fucking stupid. They're small. You're young, why not? The technology's there. Why not you do the hard work, lose the weight, get a boob job, and enjoy your youth while you still can. It's only, not going to last forever. Like, he rides motorbikes and everything. I said, just jump on the back of the bike, and go on camping trips and stuff with them, with, fellow bikers. Have a good time, but get yourself really slim. I said, just become slug slut. It's just, I don't really mean a slut. I mean, but someone really, in leather gear, tall, nice ass, nice show. But but don't be a fat slut. Just be something, really, because once it's, the youth passes, that's it, it's gone. You hit the wall and you can't get it back. So enjoy it while you can. I said, well, take some pics so the grandkids have got something to say. Oh, Ran, were you a slut? Michael slut. But it's just hopefully I'll get her on board with that. But I think look, it's I can't tell her how to live a life or anything. But even with me, you can't. Even with you, you're working too hard. You're ruining your life, and you're not thinking about it. You're just doing it and justifying it. We've all got to stop and find new and better ways to do things. I have, and I'm really having a good time. But I want to start earning an income, and hopefully you guys will help me. Get on board, and we'll all work on it together, and work out a way to make some money out of it. I don't know how much we'll make. I don't expect we'll make a lot, but that's what I'm planning. Okay, so I mean, you still do your blood. I haven't changed. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. But that's just the plan. Something to look forward to. But I'm sick of what's happening in the world. Everybody's too upset. Why am I away from my family? For what? What purpose? What's the? It's just crazy. There's been some power. Something has neutered people to the extent that they no longer. I don't for a moment suggest that men should lord it over women, but nor should women lord it over men, and nor should it be okay for. I say to Raph, no, you're fat. You're actually, let's face it, you're fat. So am I. I'm a man. You're a woman. Doesn't fucking matter whether we're men or women. We're actually fat. It's not healthy for us. It's not good. We're not happy for it. Like you are. You're carrying too much weight, not nearly as much as me or Raph, but that's just the fact. The idea is to get down to a sense, so you're happier within yourself. I mean, there's no questioning that. But, there's no, and they call it fat shaming or something. With people that are out like this. No, fuck that. No, this is the best thing about being MGTOW, because at the end of the day, that's our only bargaining chip. We'll just say, fuck it, we can live on our own. We're not going to. I'm starting to think more about MGTOW. It's more like it's old-fashioned. It's like, no, I don't care. If Raf decides to tear us off to pieces again, I'll pull myself away from it, because I'm not going down with her. That's what happened. Look at the 16th. You've forgotten. I was just a mess. And I was caught up in her mind, and it was just terrible. No, I don't want that. And I was just, as I went over town today, and I was imagining her, she's a young woman. She should really be slim, and she likes the fashion, likes making up. She should have a boob job, and go away on weekends with a boyfriend. And God, if they end up having sex with somebody else, who gives a shit? At least it's better that way than her running off with somebody, if you know what I mean. If she's, as is what I said to her, maybe you just want to be a slut. And she said maybe. I said, well, there's nothing wrong with that, so long as Slug's aware, and you don't sort of upset him or everybody else. What's wrong with you? Just go away on a weekend, have a good time together, and come back, and you don't know the people or anything else. Just make sure it's safe. And you wouldn't agree, but they're in a different world. But I mean, what's actually happening in reality is she's coming on about or meeting people and going off to meet with them. After a boyfriend actually, he sticks with her, seems to be faithful, takes her out, looks out, treats her well, and that sort of. And I said, no, it's better time for her to pay back, Raf. Better time to, no, you're getting your own way too much, same as you, Marvel. It's just too much. And I think it's largely the world to blame. And this is what MGTOW, I think, are saying, no, enough's enough. No, we've got nothing against women. We've got nothing, some have. And really, the threat that, no, well, fuck it, we'll just take ourselves out altogether. And we'll live quite happily. We'll get there. I'm already doing it. I don't want to. I like women. I like being with them, but we can't keep going like this. And somebody is behind it all, pushing it. I mean, the women in the West, more than equal. God blimey, this isn't an equality thing. This is a dictatorial thing. No, I don't want it. And as I said to Raf, no, it's time to bloody wake up yourself a little bit. She said, I've got a complex. I said, I'm silly. What, you've got small tits. It's like my dick doesn't work. If I could do something about it, if I had a need for it, and if I could do something about it, and I could afford to do it, I'd do it. Modern technology, like, you've got small boobs, so what? Heaps of people get a boob job to, blow up. But they're small. They're too, and she's got this fat gut. I mean, it's just, why? Really, when a woman likes to look good, that's just the way it is with women. They like looking good. Always have done, always will do. And all this, obesity is okay. It's not okay, it never was. I'm thankful, for one thing, the doctor didn't hassle me, because that is an annoyance. But I would now like to go back to him at some stage and say, look, this is my experience. This is what happened. And, to help. And so he can actually, instead of saying, I've just got to, cram it, jam it and kill yourself. No, if you can actually find the thing that's causing it and peel it off, gone. And if that can help, I'd love to do that. It's possible. To tell others, share it with others. Whether anybody believes it or not, probably not. But it's killing me. Oh my God, I can't stop working and working out. And I'm having beers at the moment. I sort of wish I wasn't, because it sort of means I'm going to put on a little bit of weight. But I've got to live at the same time. I've got to learn to be happy to go down slowly, and that's why I'm buying a cheesecake, and that sort of stuff. basically just a cheesecake. But I'm not eating cheese or all the fattening foods. I don't eat chips anymore. I thought about that today. I wasn't thinking of getting them, but I thought, no, thank God I'm not eating those. The weight that was going on for the benefit was just not worth it, if you ask me. That's anything with that much oil has really got to be worth it. And I looked at it and thought, deep frying anything for me was just not worth it. And it has to. So I thought, the reality is they don't taste that good. You think they do, but I didn't find they did. Yeah, so that was good, and I don't use those anymore. Fried rice I like. It's got a little bit of oil in it, but nothing like the chips have. I use a tablespoon of oil or something there, and that's fattening, but it's nothing like those chips. Chips were just dripping in it. And so I'm eating a few too many sandwiches, and tomatoes are expensive. I've been trying to grow them, but I haven't grown them very successfully. That would have been, so looking back on it, I think I'd probably try a bit harder with lettuce, and the insects attack everything so much. But I haven't had a lot of luck with my garden, have I, at all? Which is a pity, but never mind. So I ended up putting in a whole heap of garlic, none of which is grown. But I might actually just buy some tomato plants, that big, and grow them. I did it before, but it didn't work out well. I'll actually have to find out what to do and how to grow them. But if I could get a good crop, that might be worth $10. But my whole gardening has been a lot of effort and no return so far. Yeah, but anyway, this glass is terrible. I'm pleased she's back. I'm actually relieved. I was worried. I don't know why I was worried. I don't know why I was worried. But no, I'm very pleased she's back. It was a relief. But I mean, I knew, I haven't told her, I followed the I shouldn't have done. She'll know now that I do that. But yeah, I followed Facebook the whole time to make sure everything was okay. I don't know, maybe she thought I'd abandoned her, Slug wasn't really that interested anymore. I don't know. I don't know what happened. Maybe she was trying to give us all a scare. And sometimes I think, it's just, I don't know. I'm getting a bit sick and tired of it, the whole thing. What's happening with my family is just, I think in the end, people will actually look at them and say, what the hell are you doing? Hopefully they will, because things always have a way of turning and coming back to normal. But it's, what happened to me was just, and that's happened to a lot of other men as well, and a lot of them are suicidal, and I can understand why. But it's just, like, I don't know how I've dodged the bullet. You helped. Raph didn't. she almost got me to jump at one stage, but yeah, so I don't know what to do from here, but yeah, everything's sort of, I woke up this afternoon and I thought, no, it's time to get everybody straight and happy, and me too. And I don't care. I'm going to go back to support that idea I had of supporting one another, getting one another up, and I think it works a lot better than your idea. I'm sorry, and Sue's idea, which was basically just bring everybody down. The work's the most important thing. This is the most important. No, the people are the most important. If you're happy and you're up there, you'll work and you'll perform well. It doesn't come the other way around. It doesn't result from the work. You have to, I believe, get yourself up, happy, well adjusted. It's not a reward thing that you'll be happy at the end of something. If you're not happy now, don't expect to be happy in the future. Now is the time to get happy, and that's the way I look at it. Get yourself up, happy, and then you'll perform well. Get yourself onto that platform, you'll perform well. If you're if you're deferring your future happiness because you'll put up with shit and misery now, in the hopes that in the future you'll suddenly be happy. Well, the future was a long time ago for me, and it hasn't happened. Because you might not succeed. It's as simple as that. Particularly in an entrepreneurial thing, you may not succeed. And so if your whole happiness is dependent upon your success in whatever it is you're doing, you are basically what they call fucked from now. You may luck out and you may not. If you don't, you're going to be really upset. Okay? If you do, yeah, I think you'll probably find the happiness that will come won't be that great. Hang on, just give me another beer. Another glass, it's dead. Yeah, so that's the way I see it. You have to be happy in poverty. If you can't be happy in poverty, don't expect to be happy in wealth. Because, and even then, it may not happen. And there's every chance it won't. But I think also the thing there is, yeah, just eat your bread. You see, got bread all over the place. The thing that's yeah, it's basically that. It may not succeed. But people also like to, they typically don't reward unhappy people. If you're happy, if you look happy and successful, they tend to go with you. That's what I mean, fake it until you make it. Yeah, and you can only fake it so far, I guess is what I'm saying. So this is what, you know, even at this point, I'm probably the happiest I've ever been. I have no more money and no more success. Yet I'm probably the happiest I've ever been. I'm actually starting to think my friends are really good. Are not just, they're no longer, I no longer view you as a codependent, nor do I view Raph as a codependent. I actually, I view you as friends. I mean, you're still here, aren't you? We're still talking, so I don't need you anymore, not the way I did. I'm only doing this message because I like you. It's not because I'm giving it to you because, you know, I have this crushing urge to talk. No, it's because I like you. And the same with Raph too. And it's just, and I'm going to start with people in the room like that are being dickheads and that sort of thing. I'm going to find a way to try and, I've had enough of that. People tearing themselves to pieces. They can fuck off and do it somewhere else. And I don't care if it's you know, admins, and I'm not an admin in the room. No, it's just we'll find a way to. I always just say no. You know, some of the guy like yesterday, Mick, someone, and you know, was hassling. They come into the room and and they say things like sex, tits, come for you. And it really pisses the girls off. And one of the girls, one of the Filipino cam girls, just said, "Oh, go, fuck you, you know, piss off." And I said, "Oh, me, no, just shh." Enough. She doesn't want it. Okay. And I take it when you put it in those terms, they're okay. Yeah, fair enough. But people attack them, you know, and you know, you don't have to attack. So that's the way I sort of lead, you know, no, shh, you know, with a smile. No, she doesn't want it, you know. She's in here all day. She doesn't, you know, she's here to earn money, mate. You know, just leave it. And they go, it's sort of like, oh yeah, fair enough. But a smile or a look, no, people don't do that anymore. They don't. There's no sort of diplomacy or anything else like that, the old-fashioned. But anyway, that's 20 minutes. I'm going to finish the rest of this beer. But no, I think I'm going to change a few things. You know, try and get things up a bit better. Okay, I'll talk to you soon. Bye.